Hey guys, look, I'm like that statue with the jar. Smash through the jar. Oh my gosh, nobody was there. I was like, oh man, I hope I didn't hit anybody in the head with that. Welcome back, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls! So let's play Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. I'm your host, SilentSenior09. Last time we left off, we did a lot of traveling and traversing between 3 islands, trading items that are strictly cosmetic and decorative. And I said that today we're going to go ahead and focus on getting the last piece of heart. So, let's go and talk to Mrs. Mary about something, because she's going to fill us in on some details. Well, what would you like to talk about, my dear? Let's talk about volunteering. Tell me, dear, do you know about the Joyous Volunteer Association and the work they do? Nope. How about you tell us about it? Well, it seems the association's objective is to decorate our little town of Windfall with flowers and other small decorative items to make our town a better and more joyous place. If you must know, the society came into being when the shopmaster Zunri arrived here. He heard about my efforts to spread joy, and it moved him deeply. He asked himself this: is there nothing a poor, worthless merchant such as myself might do to make this place better, or a better place? And then suddenly his eyes were opened! More like cha-ching! He saw a business opportunity. Yes, possibly, but that's when I gave him a little advice. Do something that only you can do. Yes, that's what I told him, my dear. It was after that he began to show an interest in volunteer activities. He apparently came from a very cold place, but let me tell you something, despite his appearance, that Zunri is definitely one hot volunteer. Calm down, Mrs. Mary, calm down. Yes, indeedy. So, these weird little castle-looking things that look like the top of a rook piece from a chessboard, those are little, actually, we don't actually know what those are yet, because there's actually one more person we gotta talk to. But those are what she was talking about. We're gonna be putting stuff on those. The stuff from his shop that we expanded in the last episode. As I said before, technically, all you need to do is just get a bunch of town flowers and decorate this place until this guy here says, hey, good enough job, I'll give you this. And this is how we're gonna get the last piece of heart. So, how you doing, man? Have you seen the small metal pedestals all around town? We call those joy pedestals. Yeah, they got installed a little while ago by the newly formed Joyous Volunteer Association, or JVA for short. It's part of this grand plan to help decorate the town. Anyway, they're brilliant. I may as well tell you that both myself and Zunri, the guy who runs that stall over there, are members. You just have to be a part of his stuff, like this. Oh yeah? I want to be a part of this. The joy pedestals are set out so that people can place little joyful objects in them and decorate the town. The items you can place in them should be on sale over there, so try asking Zunri about the whole deal. Honestly, you're missing out if you don't like to take part. I guess we're gonna have to take part. I don't know if he's gonna tell us anything more. In fact, I'm sure he's not, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say we're gonna go ahead and start decorating. This is really... it's up to you how you want to do this. You can get as crazy and artistic as you want, as like thematic as you want, or you can be a minimalistic and get every town flower, or get a bunch of town flowers and start decorating them. You may only purchase up to 3 items as you do this. I don't know why I'm wanting the saddle there. So, I'm going to be doing this kind of in a methodical way, but I just want to go and demonstrate by purchasing first a couple of them, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start decorating by area. But, as I said before, you can only purchase up to 3 of these. What you're going to do is, each time you see one of these, you're going to place a pedestal here, or place an item, I should say, and you're going to decorate. I don't know if you have to decorate every bit of this town, but I'm going to say you're going to have to come close to. Each time you do, go ahead and talk to this guy, he'll tell you your progress. Ah, no, I get it. You're secretly assisting the JVA, aren't you? Yeah! I've been a member for a while now, so I can just tell these things. And being a member is so rewarding. Spreading joy is something you just have to experience. Eventually, if you decorate the town enough, he will be like, oh, hey, thanks, you made the place look really pretty, and he'll give you the piece of heart that we so desire. But, since I'm kind of a completionist, I'm going to go ahead and decorate the whole town and every pedestal there is. So, let's decorate away! In the potion shop, you'll find that there are 2 joyous pedestals. So let's go ahead and get out, I'm going to go ahead and use a couple of those skull towers, because this place is kind of like the witch doctor's hut. And we'll go ahead and take a look and see how these look. We've already seen what the town flower looks like. I think these things wiggle. Oh my gosh, they do. Oh, that is creepy. That's perfect for this place. And from the potion shop, just on the left side here where this random tree is, this is also where we saw Mila when she was going to try and steal from Zunari at night. His little crown there, and then straight across from that, next to the moon guy, as I keep calling him because I can never remember his name, are a couple of joyous pedestals here. I'm going to go ahead and put some pinwheels here. I put a town flower down there just to kind of help symbolize and say that's where it all kind of started, you know? And look at this. This is so awesome, man. Look at this. Look at it, man! Look at it! Blue and orange, swirling around with all the wind. It's so freaking awesome, man. And from the two pinwheels we placed, if we go inside the rich dude's house, or Maggie's father's house, in the basement area, there's actually quite a few areas we need to place stuff. And I should really do this, like, already, like, prepare in advance. Right at the door, we have a couple of pedestals. I'm going to go ahead and place a couple of golden Zunari statues, just because this is where the nightly auction is held. And from the entrance, on the left and right side, there's actually a couple other joyous pedestals. I'm going to place some exotic flowers, just to kind of give this place some color and some minty freshness, or exotic smelling goodness, if you will. And with that, that's everything we can do in the basement for now. We're going to have to wait till we get to the top. But from Maggie's father's place, if we go straight where Sam was sitting on the bench, we got 3 pedestals here. I'm going to go ahead and put one of each kind of flower. The town flower, which, you know, symbolistically, that's where this trade hole started. Sea flower, and an exotic flower. So that way it smells like a nice, beautiful nature area. But it would be perfect to sit out here now. And if we continue from Sam's bench up the stairs here, and head up on inside Lenzo's shop, there should be oh, okay, I thought there were 3. Well, there are 2 pedestals here. I'm going to go ahead and put a sea flower to kind of show that sea smell, because Lenzo's known for traveling. And of course a town flower, because, once again, town flower, it wouldn't do to not have a town flower in each building. And from Lenzo's shop, if we continue around the circle, we find ourselves with Mrs. Mary's school. And in here, there are actually 4 joyous pedestals. I'm going to go ahead and place a couple of town flowers in here, because, as I've said before, we need to make sure every building practically has a town flower, you know, for the whole symbolistic sake. And also, flowers smell good in here, I'd imagine, you know? And speaking of flowers smelling good, I figured, why not? Let's go ahead and put some sea flowers in here to give it kind of a salty sea breeze smell. Hopefully the kids don't mind. Also, this is kind of symbolistic of showing that Mrs. Mary once upon a time traveled out to that cabana that she gave us. And from Mrs. Mary's place, straight across, there's actually the area we went to play Salvador's Squid Sweep minigame. In here there are 4 joyous pedestals. I'm going to go ahead and place some sea flowers to give us a salty sea smell in here, because of the whole, like, Squid Sweep minigame. And like before, gotta have ourselves some town flowers. And for symmetry's sake, I went ahead and just got 2 of them to put it out here. And from Salvador's minigame shop, if we head straight toward the arch that's directly facing from the door, or I suppose catty corner anyway, past Sam, no, it's not Sam, it's, I always forget his name, Davy Crockett and Linda, there we go. We find this weird looking fort castle looking thing here. It's really nifty actually. What did I do? There we go. I like to usually put the flags up here, so I'm going to put the Big Catch flag and the Heroes flag. And the next level down, let's go ahead and place the Crescent Moon flag, or the Sickle Moon flag I should say, and the Big Sail flag. And then for the level up, I figured to go ahead and just keep to the symmetry somewhat, and we're going to place the Heroes flag as well as the Big Catch flag. And that's all the flags I'm going to place up here. Back through the archway with all the flags, or fort flag as I like to call it, because it kind of reminds me of a fort. We head on down this lengthy hallway up the stairs into this red door here where Maggie's father and Maggie live. We'll find ourselves quite a few pedestals we gotta place here. Sorry about that, I forgot to pull out the items again like a dummy. On the right side we got 3 pedestals. What I like to do is I like to put the fountain idol just to kind of show off the Ritz. And it also helps symbolize that Maggie is kind of like this delightful lady here. She's like real glamorous. And then, of course, the exotic flowers to help accentuate that she's an exotic person, you know. And moving from the exotic attraction there, next, or actually I should say behind Maggie here, we got a really uniquely placed pedestal here, so whatever's like right on the table is going to be right in between and in the middle of people trying to have a conversation on the couches here. Unless, of course, they're really tall. So I figured that, yeah, that's a good place to go ahead and put a town flower, because that's less intrusive. And also, hey, gotta have a town flower. And next to the library, to help symbolize the whole postman getting yelled at here, and the fact that we snuck underneath Maggie's father's nose and delivered that letter, I figured we would go ahead and place him next to the library, so every time that guy walks back over here, he can think of that postman. And for the last and final two decorations, in this very same room, if we drop down carefully, like we did when we went to get that chest over there, there are actually a couple of joyous pedestals here, where the auction stage would be. And I'm going to go ahead and place a couple more golden Zunari statues to help accentuate the fact that this is where the auction was. I thought about putting town flowers here, but I'm like, let's go for broke. Now with this, we are ready to go ahead and get our very last piece of heart. Now, once again, I will help accentuate this bold print fact in case anybody didn't hear me the first 1,000 times. You do not need to use or get any of these other items placed on any of these joyous pedestals. You can use town flowers for every space. In fact, I don't even know if you have to fill every space. I think you just need to fill the majority of them until this guy approves. But since I went ahead and filled them all, I'm pretty sure he'll approve. Wow! Windfall just seems to be filled with joy lately, don't you think? Say, you haven't been cooperating with the volunteers, have you? You know what I'm talking about. What are you, Bill Cosby? Decorating the town. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I have, buddy. And I know what you're talking about. Oh, really? You have? Wow. You know, it never fails to amaze me how kind and thoughtful folks can be. I know! I'll return your kindness with some of my own. Cuts out a piece of heart, and look what we got! We got a piece of Sam's heart, thus granting us our fourth and final heart piece once more. Completing yet another heart container, our life energy has increased by 1 heart. Woo! Congratulations, we have gotten every single heart piece, everybody. I hope you'll continue to help the Joyous Volunteer Association with its work, Little Joy Jr. That's a cute name. So, we have officially completed every single heart piece side quest. And, I'm betting some of you were waiting for me to say this, we have finished every single side quest here on Windfall Island. Now, I will say there is something we can revisit, but it's strictly for the Nintendo Gallery, so for my non-Nintendo Gallery viewers, you can rest assured and breathe a sigh of relief. This was the last and final side quest on Windfall Island. Hooray! Yay! Woo! Yeah, can we get 5 woos, please? Woo! 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 And a woo! Yeah, we did it. We finally did it, y'all. We have absolutely no more heart pieces to collect. We are done with Windfall Island side quests, and for that matter, we're pretty much done with a lot of side questing in general, as far as like collecting items, getting some extra stuff, you know, getting extra heart pieces. We are officially running out of stuff to do. Hooray for that. Oh my gosh, I never thought I'd say this, but we are reaching the end in the conclusion of this Let's Play, everybody. So, for the time being, thank you so much for watching. Love you bunches. Please don't toast file. And next time we meet, we're going to probably take care of something else I promised you all I would cover. I don't know if it's going to be figurine collecting, or if it's going to be something I promised a long time ago and said, hey, I'll do this eventually. One of those things is going to happen. But be as it may, this is the end of this video, so thanks for watching, take care, and peace out, y'all. Check it.